Good morning, this is Elaine Dotson again with a new video. I wanted to get at least one more in before this set expired, the Snow is Glistening stamp set. It's this Snowflake Showcase suite of these products here. So we have, I'm going to be using this stamp set right here. This is the other one that I did on my last video. And then the finlets, which there's quite a few that go with it. We're going to be using a few of these. Okay, anyway, this is good. It's only available in the month of November, so, or while supplies last, so you need to go to my website and get your order in if you're interested in it. Okay, I've got everything ready to go. I wanted to show you what we're using here. It's this card that comes from the holiday catalog. It's on page 11 right here. There's gold and silver, and we're using the silver one today. So let's get started. What I did was I took my balmy blue, and this is 5 1/8. No, this is 5. Let me do this. 5 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And I cut my, so you know, scalloped oval out of the center. I have a habit of doing that. Saves a little bit on your cardstock. Excuse me while I fix my instructions here. Seems like I always make at least one mistake. Makes me human. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is glue this on the front of our card. After I'm all done showing you these, how I put this card together, I have something I'm going to show you that I did trying to incorporate or do a one-sheet wonder. And it took a little while, but I got 12 cards out of one sheet of DSP, which I thought was pretty nice. Okay, this is Whisper White, and I embossed it with the Oh My Stars embossing folder. I'm going to put that on there. I thought it kind of, I know it's stars, but it's kind of look like snowflakes to me. So we're going to glue that on there, right in the center. And this piece is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I'll show you all the dimensions at the end of the video so that you'll be able to have them. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is put my snowflake on here, and I just kind of centered it toward the top, and what I did was I wanted to make sure it stuck good, so I used liquid glue. And all I did was put it just in the center, because I didn't want the snowflake things to be stuck down. So I centered this left to right, and then down a little bit because I needed room for my sentiment. So there's your star. Now snowflake. Looks like I didn't quite get it horizontal there. Well, you can glue these down if you want. Looks like I did on the other one, but it doesn't really matter. And then I have this little snowflake that I punched out of the white velvet sheet, and I just glued it down onto this. You could probably use glue dots, but it was just as easy to glue it this way, and I didn't want it to come unstuck, so I glued. Oh. It's a very delicate thing, so you have to be careful. Doesn't help if you have fumble fingers. So I just centered that on the snowflake. This is the glimmer paper. And then I took, well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's put this piece down. This strip is 4 by 1/2 inch. Generally I'll use ribbon, but I don't have any ribbon this color, so we're using this. So I'm putting it about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch from the bottom. Just kind of centering it here. And then I took my little label, and this is 3 3/8 by 7/8, and then I just, you can either use your punch or just kind of cut down the center and then cut the sides. And the same with this one. This is 3 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And I just glued that to the front of my glimmer paper. And this is Whisper White. And I stamped it first with Balmy Blue, and I used the sentiment from the Snow is Glistening stamp set. And then I took Stampin' Dimensionals and put on the back. And I used 3. Put the lid on this, or I'm gonna get a bunch of dried up glue. That glue that I use is really nice, but it does dry pretty quickly. So then I just centered this sentiment on this blue piece of Balmy Blue. And I took, for the center of my card, right here, I took one of these clear faceted gems, and I used the small one. Get that off of there. For some reason, the sticky piece wants to stick to the clear sheet instead of my dot. Anyway, I put this in the center of my sign. You could use a rhinestone, whatever. I just thought I wanted to use, I have these, I want to use them, so I used it on my snowflake. And then I took my little snowflakes, and I have these little tiny glue dots, and I put them on a glue dot. And these snowflakes I punched out of the dies, snowfall thinlits. And I used 3. These two, I don't know if they're all the same size. I think they are, all the small ones. I didn't want them to be too big. And then I put one right here. And one right here. You can put them wherever you want. It's just where I put them. And then I added one to my sentiment. Put one right here. The front of your card is done. And then for the inside, I already stamped the inside of this. And I don't need my phone going off. Okay, I stamped this with one of the sentiments from the Snowflake stamp set with Pacific Point. I used Pacific Point on the front as well. And then I just glued this to the inside of my card. Sometimes I just stamp directly on the inside of my card, but sometimes I just like something different. And then I just kind of centered it right to left and kind of put it wherever you like in there. And the card's complete. And then for the envelopes, this really makes for a quick card when you've already got silver edge around there. For the envelopes, I just stamped a snowflake here and a snowflake on the outside, on the front. And that's the card for today. Here's the list of supplies. Let me zoom in for you. You can see them. This is 4 1/4. So you know I had 1/8 there, but it's 1/4. So anyway, there's not too many supplies and it's a pretty simple card to make. So what I want to show you is these cards I made using the gold. And this is the one sheet wonder I made. Let me zoom out so you can see these. This is this paper, and it's the All Is Bright Designer Series paper, and I used the gold edged cards that I showed you when we were using the silver. So these are the cards I made using this different stamp sets for, you know, throughout. But if anybody is interested in wanting me to make any of these cards, I ended up making 6 different designs, 2 of each design, using a variety of products. The only thing that's not in the catalog anymore is this. I just still have some. I thought it looked pretty on there, so I used it. You can use whatever ribbon you want. That's just the one I used. Anyway, if anybody is interested in wants me to make any of these, please let me know. Leave me some comments, like my video. I'd be happy to give you the dimensions or how I cut out the cardstock to make those. But I hope you have a lovely day, and please, if you're interested in anything, you can email me or just go directly to my website, elainedotson.stampinup.net, or email me, elainescustomcards@gmail.com, if you would like me to send you a PDF of the supplies I use. If it's too hard to read on the video, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a blessed day.